Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about chapter 9. In this chapter we are going to see what is list, how to access elements of a list, what is reverse indexing and how to change the list elements. First we will see what is list. A list in Python is known as a sequence data type like string. Okay, so already you know string is a data type. So list is also a data type. It is a sequence data type. It is an ordered collection of values enclosed within square bracket. That is, list contains many number of values which are enclosed within square bracket. So it can be of any type such as numbers, characters, strings and even the nested list. That is, in C++ programming you have learned about array. So list is also similar to array, but there is a small change here. That means array can hold many values of same data type. That is, it contains elements belonging to same data type. That is, I can store elements of, that is, integer element or a fractional element. All the elements should be of fractional data type. All the elements should be of integer data type. But in case of list, it is not so. It can hold elements of different data types. So it can have numbers, or it can be a character, or it can be a string. So if it is number, means it can have integer number, collection of integer number, or another element can be of fractional data, or another element can be of string, like that. Okay, so the elements are mutable. That is, the elements values can be changed. It is not, string is a immutable one, but here list elements can be changeable. What is the syntax? Syntax of initializing the list is variable equal to element 1, element 2, element 3 within square bracket. So we have to make use of the square bracket. The elements can be separated by commas. Next, how we are going to see the example. See, I have initialized one list, marks is equal to 10, 23, 41, 75. So the list is enclosed within square bracket. It contains 4 elements. Next, all the elements here, all the elements of integer data type. It is not so that every element belonging to the same data type. If you see the next example, my list is equal to welcome 3.14, 10, 2466, another list. See, I have 4 elements in this list. So first element is welcome, which is a string data type. Next one is a 3.14, which is a fractional data. Next is an integer data. The fourth element is another list, because the elements are enclosed within square bracket. So my list has 4 elements of integer data, that is string data, fractional data and integer data, and another element which belongs to a list. So this is called as a nested list. That is, nested list is a list containing another list as an element. Next we will see how to access the list elements. Index value can be used to access an element in a list. So I want to access, I have initialized the list. Next thing is I want to access, that is, I want to print or read the elements of the list, means I have to go for index value. So each element will be having some index value similar to string data type. Here also the elements can be accessed by using the index value. So in Python, the index value is an integer number which can be a positive or negative. Okay, so here the index value is used as a, index value can be an integer number, either positive integer or negative. Both positive as well as negative can be used. Okay, so if we use positive, means what happens? So if I use positive value, it counts from the beginning of the list. So the positive value of index is used to access the elements from the beginning. That means in the forward direction. Okay, and negative value means counting backward from the end of the list. That means I want to access in the backward direction or in the reverse order, then I have to make use of the negative index. Okay, so both positive as well as negative index can be used to access the list elements. To access an element from a list, write the name of the list followed by the index of the element enclosed within square brackets. So if I want to access any element, means we have to write the name of the list, then write the index within square brackets. So for example, so what is the syntax? List variable is equal to e1 e2, that is I have initialized the list. Next thing I want to print, then print list variable. Within square bracket we have to write the index of a element. Suppose I want to print the first element, means then I have to write it as list variable square bracket. Within square bracket I have to write 0, so the first element will be printed. For example, I want to access a single element. So how can I do that? So marks is equal to 10, 23, 41, 75. So this is the list. Marks is a list which contains 4 elements. Print marks of 0 I have given. That means the first element will be printed. So you have the output. So if you see the index here, you can understand. So marks is the list. It is having the values like 10, 23, 41, 75. So I have given the index value as positive index has been used here. So the first element will have the positive index value as 0. When you are using positive index, it starts from 0. When you are using negative index, it starts from -1. Okay. So the first element will have the index 0, next one 1, 2, 3. So you suppose if I am writing print marks of 1, then automatically the corresponding element of index 1 is 23. So we'll be getting the output as 23. In Python, for loop is used to access all the elements in a list one by one. So suppose I want to access all the elements one by one, means then I have to go for the looping statement. Either you can use for loop or while loop. So for loop is the most comfortable. This is just like the for keyword in other programming languages such as C++. So already you know how to use the for loop. For example, say I have a list marks is equal to 23, 40. So how many elements are there? 5 elements I have initialized for the list marks. I want to print all the 5 values. Then I am using the for loop. For x in range. Usually we'll be writing range. Instead of range, you mention the list. So I am writing marks. Then print of x means each element from the list will be assigned to x and that will be printed. So you'll be getting the output as 23, 45, 67, 78, 98. So if you want to access all the elements, use the for loop, or we can also use the while loop also. Next thing is, what is reverse indexing? Python enables reverse or negative indexing for the list elements. Already you know, that is, if I am using the negative value, I can access the elements in the reverse order. Okay, so that is called as the reverse indexing. Python sets -1 as an index value for the last element and -2, -3 and so on, and -n will be the first element. For example, marks is equal to 10, 23, 41, 75. 4 elements are there. I want to access these elements or print these elements in the reverse order. That means 75 should be printed first, next 41, 23, 10. Then I am going to make use of the negative indexing or reverse indexing. So I is equal to -1 because the 75 will have the, see here, so 10, 23, 41, 76. So here negative index, what is the value for 76? You have to write the index starting from the last value. So 76 is having the last index value as -1, next -2, -3, 10 will be having -4. So I greater than -1, greater than or equal to -4, the condition is true. So it comes here, marks of 5 means the last value, that is 76 will be printed. Then I is equal to I plus -1. So -1 plus -1 means you'll be getting answer as -2. So -2 is greater than -4, that is also true. So -2 position is 41. So 41 will be printed. Next -3, 23. Next -4 is 10 will be printed. When I becomes -5, the condition is false. So this is called as reverse indexing or printing the values in the reverse order. How to change the list elements? A list element or range of elements can be changed or altered by using simple assignment operator. That is, I want to change a single element or range of elements, means I have to go for assignment operator. So what is the syntax? List variable, give the index and write the value equal to, then write the value to be changed. This is the syntax for changing the single element. Suppose I want to change range of values means then I have to write it as list variable within square bracket, write the range. That means the starting index colon ending index equal to then values to be changed. Give the values separated by commas. For example, my list is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7. I have given the my list values as 4 elements. Okay. So now I want to change the third element. This 5 I want to change it as 9 means then I have to write as my list of 2 because index position for 5 is 2. So my list of 2 is equal to 9. So print my list, then you'll be getting the output as 1, 3, 9, 7. That means 5 is changed as 9. Next, program for changing the range of values. So again, I have the my list as 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. For x in my list, print of x. This is used for printing the entire list one below the another. Next, my list 0 colon 5 is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So here I have given my list of 0 is to 5. So I have given the range value as 0, starting index is 0. Ending index is 5 means you have to consider 4 because always the ending index will be considered as -1. Okay, so 4. So this is 0 is to 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the elements should be changed as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so print of my list means you will be getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So first you have printed the original list. So if you see the outputs, the original list has been printed because I have used the for loop here. So original list 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 will be printed. Next 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 will be printed because I have changed the values as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have list of odd numbers initialized in my list. Next I'm going to print my list by using the for loop. Okay, so for I in instead of range we have to write the list. Okay, so my list, then print of I. Simply you have to write I. So the list instead of range I have written my list. So the list values will be considered. So first one will be given to I. So print of I means first value, that is 1 will be printed. Next 3 will be assigned to I. So print of I means 3 will be printed. Like that it will be accessing each and every element. Now if you see the output, so the elements will be printed one below the other. Okay, so all the odd numbers have been printed. So you can access or print by using the for loop. Okay, next I'm going to update the values. Okay, so I'm going to change all the elements into even numbers. So for that I have to make use of the range function. Okay, we have to give the range values. So starting index colon ending index. So my list of, we have to specify the starting index. What is the starting index? Colon. And what is the last element index? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the last element index will be 4. But I have to give because the ending value will be considered as -1. So we have to give it as 5. Okay, so and close. My list of 0 is to 5 is equal to, so we have to give how many values? 5 values. Now I am going to give the even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, now I'm going to print. Either I can make use of for loop or directly I can give print statement, print function also. Print of my list. So now you will see the output. See 1357, that is the original number. Next I have changed, updated by using the index 0 range of values. That is I have given the starting index to index range of index I have given. So all the values have been changed into positive value, that is even numbers, and I have printed that even numbers. So you are getting the output like this. If you use for loop, it will be printing one below the other. But if I give print of my list, see here, print of my list I have given. So it will be printing the entire list in a single line itself. Okay, if you use the for loop means it will be printed one below the other. Even though you have not used /n, it will be printing one below the other if I use the for loop. If I give print of my list like this, means it will be printing in a single line.